Are you a prepper? Are you a homesteader? Are you frugal? Do you just not like using canned beans or canned items? Good evening and welcome to MoHomesteading. Today I'm going to show you an easy way to store dry beans and utilize them rather than buying canned. To store dry beans, access them easily, because I think that's one of the things that are the biggest complaint. Well, it's not easy, you have to soak them. And I'm going to show you a method with a very inexpensive vacuum sealer to store these even in a kind of pretty cutie way and a proper way where they will stay dry and stay good for a very long time, and an easy way to get them ready to cook where the time constraints of using dry beans are not the problem. When I got these on sale at the store that closed down, I bought 10 of each and I started packaging them up. It'll last us for a really long time. 1 can of beans that you buy at the store, drained, is going to be about 1.75 cups of beans. With dry beans, pre-cooked, that would be 1/4 cup to 3/4 cup. Now I'm going to do packages that are 3/4 cup. That is because there's just 2 of us. It's easy for me to soak them in a specific container, which I'll show you, and cook them the next day. So if you have a larger family, I would probably do these in 1 cup portions just to make them a little larger. I think the standard would be 1/2 cup of dry beans in each package. And I'll show you how to do that right now. I have a very small food saver. It's probably the one up from the smallest one that there is. This has a vacuum and a seal, and it also has an accessory port that I can use for doing other things, and has another little gadget with it. Just so you know, none of this is being promoted. This is not a sponsored or promotional thing. This is just what I use. I use the food saver bags. There are cheaper ones that you can get. For some reason, I always buy these. I never have bought anything different. They come in these rolls like this, where you can cut it to the size you want. I know that I want them this size, so I'm going to measure that out and cut several of them in advance so that I can do this quickly. It's like 1.5. There's marks on these bags. There's a mark here, a mark here, and a mark here. And it's usually 1.5 as the size that I make. You need to have enough to flatten the beans out and get it into the food saver package. There's so many inches you have to be able to shut this. So I always do them at 1.5. It has a couple of functions. It has just a seal, and it has back and seal. It also has a lever here, which you switch to operate, which makes the light come on. You can switch it to store, which makes the light go off, and switch it to open, so you can open it. Now, what you do, since these are open on both sides, is, and you have to put this over this bar right here. There's a little bar, that's where the sealer hits, so you just go a little bit over that so that you've got it on the bar. Hold it still. Hopefully it stays in place. Switch to operate and hit seal. When the light goes off, it's sealed. I'm going to say that takes anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. So I'm going to seal all of these real quick. Okay, so as you can see, it seals the bottom part of the bag. You want just maybe a 1/2 inch. It should give you right out about a 1/2 inch on the bottom. So then I'm going to fill this with my 3/4 cup of beans. See? Shake it down a little bit so it's down even on the bottom of the bag. I'm going to put it back in here. See how that just fits right over the back edge? You're going to have to hold it still and hopefully be able to shut the container. You learn how to do it after a while. Switch to operate, and now what I do is I hold it up from the bottom so that as much air gets out as possible, and that these are kind of flat. I like them to be flat. Hit vacuum seal. It sucks all of the air out of the package, and then it seals it. So this light's going, it's sucking the air out or vacuuming the air out. Then it goes to seal. Now I have this beautiful little package, and guess what? These fit in these little baskets I got from the dollar store. Added a little bow, sits right in there, just like that. Isn't that cute? So cute. And so you figure that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs, and I can probably put 3 more in there. So can you fit 13 cans of beans in your cabinet to store? And I'm not even getting started. I have so many more. Oh, there's another one. So there's 10. So I can probably get 13, 14 in that. They sit right on the top of my cabinets if I need one. Here's what we do. I'm going to show you. This is kidney beans. I do overnight. Rinse and sort beans in a large pot. For a whole pound, let stand overnight or at least 6 to 8 hours. Drain, soak, and rinse beans. Drain, soak water, and rinse beans. Okay, so here's what I do. I have, again, not sponsored, this fabulous covered mixing bowl from Pampered Chef. You could actually use anything, but this works really well for me. Has a little lid. Take the package from out of your little stand. You know what you're going to cook the next night, right? This will be for tomorrow night. I'm going to make something with kidney beans. I haven't quite figured out what yet. So you cut this open. Dump your dry beans into your beautiful little covered bowl. You can use whatever you want. So I'm going to fill this 3 cups of water. Roughly 3 cups of water. I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to stick it in my refrigerator overnight. So tomorrow night, before I start cooking these, I'll take them out of here. I'll rinse them out, rinse them off, put new water in it, and cook them, and they'll be ready to go. Instead of paying, I don't know, $1 a can for these beans and taking up a whole bunch of space, I caught them on sale. There is 13 1/4 cup servings of dry beans in one bag. So I can't even, that's like really super cheap. And you can also buy 5-gallon buckets of beans, honestly, for storage. But a lot of preppers do that. Or you can, if you catch stuff on sale, this is just a really quick way to store it, to cook with it, everything else. So I'm going to stick this in the fridge for tomorrow. I'm going to finish up the rest of these beans that I have. I'm going to break this soup up. I was going to break it up into 2. I'll probably break them up into 2. But I got these. These are usually a couple of bucks a bag. And I got these for under $1 for each bag. And we've already eaten several meals with them. Put them in the basket, get them back up on top of the cabinets where they're out of the way and I'm not taking up my cabinet space. See? Now look. Well, hold on. Gotta hold it in a certain way because it's heavy. Okay, so see? Fits right up there, right on top of my cabinets, and I can pull it down when I get ready to, I can just grab a pack because I'm really tall. Pull it down, get a pack. We're all good, and it looks kind of cute sitting up there. It doesn't take up my cabinet space or my pantry space. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, I will have a lot more. Like how it's presented, please like my channel, subscribe, and send me an email. Chat at me. Ask me questions if you want. We will be having some live chats. Come join us. Chat, have a good time, meet some new friends. Have a fabulous day. Find the beauty in your day every day. It's always there. You just have to look for it.